Thaf is ready to guide you to Twine, where you might meet the mysterious Magnus.
If you're ready, we can leave right now. Though you haven't seen another fellow around here, have you? I thought he'd have come out by now.
Oh fuck, I beat the shit out of him.
You think he'll be alright? That's, well, I suppose we did force your hand a bit.
I'll have a look, just in case. You go on ahead, Thaf.
Alright. Looks like it'll just be you lot and me then. Try not to let anything take a bite out of you on the way out of the rail yard.
Yeah, fucking easier said than done there. It's so goddamn many of these fuckers. We'll catch up with you in Twine. Sorry about your friend.
Damn that. Damn that smarts. Did he have to thump me so hard? I'll be feeling that for the next fortnight at least. Not to be done about it now, though. I've pointed your overeager companions in the right direction, and they've gone on ahead, so we need to get moving. Normally we walk atop the tracks, but seeing as the young lady has a much shorter stride, that's more perilous a route than I'm comfortable suggesting. Wouldn't want anyone falling through the gaps. Of course, the low road presents other dangers, but having been on the receiving end of your friend's blows, I'm not worried on that account. Wait a moment. I think I hear something.
Fuck off, dude.
Oh, that's something, all right. Run!
And of course my thing just ran out of time. It's just a coyote, dude. Where'd my mouse go? Where'd my man go? Did he really just take the fuck off? And he's in danger again. By 2 birds.
Sorry about that. I'll admit, I didn't expect this route to be quite so fraught with danger. We're nearly to Twine, though, so we should make it without further incident.
I fucking hope so. I'm so sick of this. Want to find a place like this still occupied? It must have come dangerously close to being consumed by the flood.
The town is small, but everything in it seems so purposeful. It's amazing.
A testament to man's resilience. That civilization may yet be found at the very edge of the world. This is it. Welcome to Twine. The original dwelling were built to house those labored tasks within building the tracks.
Wait, I can't read today.
The original dwellings were built to house those laborers tasked with building the track. Over time, miners came to seek their fortunes, and that's what made the town grow to what you see before you today. But it was still the trolley that brought them here. As you doubtless noticed, the track goes to the very heart of the town. It was the heart of the town back when the trolley still carried everyone home at the end of each hard day in the mines. Now there's no trolley, nor much work to be had in the mines, for that matter. The only resident that remain are the destitute, the delusional, and those with nowhere else to go. Or so they say. That should give you some indication of what to expect when you meet Magnus. As I said, it will help you understand why we can't get the trolley running. Just don't expect too much aside from that.
Well, that's encouraging, but I don't see that we have much choice. Let's go and meet the man. I need to take a fucking moment to gather my mouth because I can't fucking read anything. Hello?
This is Magnus. He's a boss of a fashion.
Okay.
Voiced! Yes! 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 Thank you.
I've been doing such a bad job. Oh, fuck off!
What are you supposed to be? Never seen the three of you in my life. Or the four of you? Look at White. If you're going to bother me, at least have the damned courtesy to stand still. Methinks this one is deep in his cups.
Yeah.
These are our guests, Magnus. We ran into them at the mines. They're looking for a way to reach Nabatharon. So they came to ask about the trolley, you see. What? There's nothing in Nabatharon. Not anymore. And especially not for frail little girls. Give it up.
No, we must reach Nabatharon. I must.
Bah. So you have your heart set on it. The world doesn't care. This place is a ruin. Nothing more. And you're not getting there in the trolley. That thing doesn't run on hopes and dreams.
We're not fools. It's necessity that drives us to Nabatharon. If you insist that the trolley is not an option, at least tell us why.
No. I'm sick of people asking me about the blasted thing. Leave me be. Ugh.
We'll speak outside.
Piss off. I'd be lying if I said that I didn't expect that. But for what it's worth, I'm sorry. I sense there is more to this belligerent drunk than his tale. Stubborn ass.
He only said that because he thinks I'm weak. And he's right. But I can't be. I won't be forever. There has to be some way. I must find it.
Oh, shit, I forgot about that. Hi. Poor guy. Hey. Oh, Jarek. Hello again. Judging by the looks on your face, I suppose you've met Magnus. Yeah. Manphilia remains adrift in the turbulent sea of thought.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was stuck in my own head again. It's clear that Magnus has no intention of helping us. But perhaps we should ask the other residents? They may know something of the trolley. I'll take the north side of town. Let me know if you learn anything.
Thancred, art thou truly content to stand witness to fate's course, and take no part?
This isn't a matter of fate, Orionje. It's about choice. And I've had years to decide where I stand. Minfilia has spent too long in chains already. I would not shackle her again by making my hopes known. It is for her to choose what shape her destiny will take. It is for me to stay silent, to protect her, teach her, and stand by her. That, at least, I can do for her.
So be it. Come, let us make our own inquiries.
Oh, back to Jarek.
Oh, there you are. You'll be pleased to know that I got your friend back home with no trouble. Our friend back home, even. And he's just fine. He was a bit shaken up is all. And you? What did Magnus have to say? Ah, I did have a faint hope that your need might prompt him to action where our interest has not. But I suppose that was foolish of me. I am sorry that we couldn't be of help, though. I could at least show you the trolley car we have here, if you like. We could give it a stroke or two. That's some very smooth wood.
I don't want to stroke your smooth wood.
You mean to say you're not giving up? Even knowing that Magnus is Magnus? Huh. I don't see much point in your being stubborn about it. Though perhaps stubbornness is exactly what the situation calls for. Can't forge iron without an anvil after all. I can't imagine that anything you try will work, but if you're captain, you can help me make preparations in the event that it does. To that end, take this toolbox. We're going to inspect the rails. I'll have a look along the tracks for anything that's in need of repair. You bring the tools, and be ready to hand them to me whenever I stop to work.
Oh, Lord. Oh, no.
This spot looks like it could use a bit of work. Can you ready the tools for me?
No one could ever possibly need this many tools, let alone to carry them all on their person at one time. Target no one. You open the box, revealing the proud array of lovingly maintained tools within.
Brilliant! Now, if you could hand me what I need as I work, that would be a help. In this case, well, this bolt is loose for one matter. We can't have that. I'll need to tighten it.
A mid-sized wrench. A ragged cloth. Yeah, dude, here, just fucking tighten it with the fucking rag.
Thank you. This one will do nicely. Now, give me one moment, and... There. I don't see any other problems here, so let's continue along the track. I'm a bit concerned about this lantern post. Would you ready the tools for me?
What menial thing shall I pull out this time and during the cutscene? You set down the toolbox, the muscles of your arms enjoying profound relief, and open it once again.
You're quite handy to have around, you know. As to the lamp here, these aren't often necessary these days. But if we're going to do this, we might as well do it properly. And if by some miracle the night returns, as it did in Lakeland, well, it's a nice thought. Anyhow, a bit of this post seems to have splintered. Whether its lamp is to be lit or not, we wouldn't want these little pieces of wood jabbing the next person who comes through here to do maintenance. I'll need to sand it down a bit.
A rough file. take a saw, just cut the whole fucking thing down. You said it's probably not necessary, right?
Yes! A wood file's perfect! Let me even this out. That should do it. I'll bring some varnish along next time to finish the job. A nice good rub down ought to do it. I haven't spotted any other problems, so we can move along now. Unless you'd like to take in the view of the tracks from here for a bit longer. It's breathtaking, I know. Mining has always been the primary vocation of the folks in the Hills of Amber, you see, but after a certain point, they had dug up everything that couldn't easily be reached and carried back by manpower alone. It was then that the Nabarth Empire struck upon the idea of the Talos, which they had seen at work abroad. At great expense, the Nabarth brought the Mistel engineers who specialized in Talos here, to the hills, and wouldn't you know it, the mining industry picked right up again. Twine itself sprung up around at that time, as a matter of fact. It was named after the entwining of tales, the fruitful cooperation between the native Ronso and the newly come Mistel. But that, like to so much else, fell apart in the wake of the flood. The Mistel left, taking their knowledge with them. It was 15 years ago that the lot of them, the folks from Daedalus Stoneworks, took off for Yulmore, and now no one remains that can repair and operate the Talos. But there's no use in lamenting what can't be changed. And there's one more thing we need to do while we're out here, so we might as well get to it. Vultures occasionally making their nests on the tracks, you see, and it falls to us to remove them when they do. The creatures are angry when disturbed, which is natural, but nevertheless a danger to anyone who's passing by. It's not my favorite task, to be honest with you. As you may have noticed, I'm not terribly suited to confrontation. That said, would you follow the tracks north and remove any nests you find for me? I'll keep an eye on things from here. Be careful when moving the nests. The vultures who made them never seem to be far away. Of course, they never could be far enough away for my taste, so my perception may be a bit biased. I hate birds. Let us kill.
Nice. Good name. One of 3. Ugh. Jarek, you motherfucker.
Thank you. That should be everything taken care of. In return for your help, I'll tell you a bit more about the trolley. Nothing that can't get it started again, though, as I said, the only person who knew how to repair the Talos are long gone. When they left, the life began to bleed out of the town. The trolley's tracks rusted and its cars fell into despair. Now I was born in Twine, raised there. My first word was trolley, damn it, and those were the worst years of my life. But then, about 7 years passed. Magnus and his wife returned to us. Magnus is a real proper trolley engineer, and perhaps he would have never left in the first place if it hadn't been for his son. As you're well aware, Amarong is hardly the safest place, and Magnus wanted his child to grow up away from its dangers. It didn't help in the end. The seniors got the boy. Isn't that always the way? The child had always said that someday he wanted to see Magnus's trolley running again, so in his memory, they returned to Twine. Started fixing those rusted rails and broken cars.
and it was going well for a time. Wicked White! Vultures? Are they back for revenge? Never mind, I don't want to find out. I'm fucking out of here! Alright. Nice work out there. And now you know the story of the trolley. Won't do you much good without the Talos, though. If there was even a single one that still functioned, things might be different, but, well, here we are. Despite his better judgment, Jarek is considering throwing you a bone. Not that it'll do you any good, but we do have a Talos we've been meaning to repair. I can show you if you'd like. It'd certainly be nice to hear something other than Magnus' griping for a change. It's right here in the center of town. Right between the trolleys. What do you mean you know where it's at? Looks like someone's already beat us here, but please, look as much as you like. Thou art come to examine the Talos? No, I'm come to slap it up a bit. Truly a most vexing state of affairs. I thought mayhap a closer examination might yield something of value. What do you get from it? I see. The means to build Talos stone by stone are lost to us. 'Tis true, but here before us slumbers a most fine specimen. Indeed, were it not for a few minor failings, it would be in working condition. 'Twill likely require naught but a few modest repairs and a sufficient of aether. Suffusion, even. What? Well, if you think you can get the thing up and running, far be it from me to stop you. But what exactly do you reckon is the problem? A gun. I should stress that I have performed only the most cursory of examinations, though such arcane constructions are not wholly unfamiliar to me. As I did suspect from the first, it is host to a network of veins through which aether floweth freely. Or so it would seem, were it not for several fractures which now impede said flow. How in the hells did you get all that? From just a glance? Oh fuck, I accidentally hit injury. I take it you've thought up a solution as well then. To bridge these fissures requireth a material highly conductive to aether. Once in place, I believe it will be possible to restore the Talos to life. Might I prevail upon thee to acquire that which we require? Not far beyond the wall of twine dwelleth a creature of living stone, the Debitage. Full sure am I that stone from such a being would prove most suitable to our needs. Yeah, sure. Very good. I shall have Thancred and Minfilia attend me in the remaining preparations. I spied but 3 obstructions to the flow of aether in the Talos, and thus would I ask you provide 3 stones of the Debitage. All else will be made ready upon thy return. Wahoo! Worry not, Fluxy. Preparations here will be complete ere long. Wish we had a mage like him around sooner. As you might imagine, we've had trouble convincing people to come here to help. They either refuse outright or demand payment far beyond anything we could have hoped to afford. It's why we've made such little progress in repairing the Talos. We've poured every scrap of paper left behind by Daedalus Stoneworks, hoping we might learn how it's done. But there just isn't enough. This fucking rocks!
Thancred and Menphilia will return ere long, with the remaining supplies we require. Didst thou succeed in procuring stone from the debitage?
I got a chunk of rock taken from a debitage. 3 of them, in fact. Here you go.
Fine specimens, one and all. You have my thanks. We need now but to wait for Thancred and Menphilia's return.
Might we have a voiced fucking cutscene? No? Alright. Just go fuck myself.
From end to end, the paths by which Aether may flow through the Talos have been duly mended. They but require a sufficient endowment.
I thought you didn't have any Aether. I thought no one from the first, or the source had Aether.
It's not moving. Strange. The core refuseth to stir. I fear the condition of this Talos is more dire than I previously surmised. As a heart driveth blood through the man's veins, so doth the core Aether throughout this massive frame. Failing its repair or replacement, the Talos cannot be restored. So it was the heart after all. Thou didst foresee this outcome?
Well, no, not exactly. We'd never gotten this far. I'm trying to repair it, so we had no way of knowing the heart was the real problem. We tried to find another, in case things turned out as they are now, but... Jarek? This isn't really my story to share. Please, Jarek, if something went wrong, maybe we can help. All right. After all you lot have done for me, I suppose it's the least I can do.
Though the Talos yet wants for beating heart, it would appear thine efforts were not for naught. What could be so terrible he'd want to keep it from us?
I hope Jarek doesn't get in trouble for telling us what happened.